Yes, dear viewers, welcome. May Allah's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon us all, inshallah. Today, my objective is to teach you significant training in the field of Far Eastern medicine. Firstly, I would like to discuss the five-element system, a vast and profound area of study. I aim to convey the purest essence and the practical aspects beneficial to us in this field. So, how does healing with the five-element system work? What do they mean by saying five elements? Traditional Chinese medicine talks about the five elements when explaining the universe and human beings. This is not only in Chinese medicine, but in all ancient civilizations. For example, in the Anatolian civilization, Ibn Sina called it an factor instead of an element. For example, he talks about the elements of fire, water, earth, air, and metal. This ancient knowledge is also present in Tibetan, Indian, Mediterranean, and Middle Eastern cultures. These five elements have a very important function in the diagnosis and treatment of illnesses. I have extensively studied various aspects of Far Eastern medicine, including hypnosis and meditation, as well as ear and body acupuncture. These sciences have captivated my interest for a substantial period, prompting me to read about their culture, philosophies, music, and medicine of China, India, and Tibet. Every day, I gain more crucial information in this field and think about how we can incorporate it into our daily lives. I constantly strive to apply this information effectively. Everything in nature can be classified into one of these five elements. Each element can be categorized as either yin, which represents femininity, or yang, which represents masculinity. All things in the world are categorized into one of these five elements. The natural cycle of seasons also follows the pattern of the five elements. Similarly, our bodies also undergo a similar process, with specific elements gaining dominance or strength during certain periods. When there is an imbalance of an element in the body, it can lead to various diseases affecting different organs, creating a cycle of imbalance. The ancients based their medicine, their houses and architecture, their interior design, their nutrition, their health, their life, and their bodies on this system. Let's briefly look at how to adapt this information to our lives. First, what goes into masculine and feminine? What is in the category of feminine energies? Let's dwell on these, and then we will look at the category of masculine energies. I will tell them to you one at a time and slowly. Please picture them in your mind. For example, mother is a feminine energy. The world, woman, money, mind, womb, the past, left, body, soil, water, cold, black, moon, night, month, darkness, horizontal, getting something, negative, heart, spleen, lung, kidney, liver, all feminine energy. Yes, now let's look at the category of masculine energies and see what do they have. Now they are the opposite of these. For example, here is the father, Rahman, male, air, fire, sun, hot, daytime, positive, authority, vertical, white, spirit, the future, to give, stomach, gallbladder, small and large intestines, and bladder. Now the authority in the family is sometimes the mother, sometimes the father. Whoever it is, he represents the masculine energy. Masculine energy also means the boss, laws, the government. We can't say, I have issues with authority, but not with the day, the sun, the father, the spirit, or God. It doesn't work like that. The universe operates on an established order and system. Resisting this order can be indicative of issues related to defying authority or masculinity. The inability to accept things as they are, and the things we complain in life, often signal an internal blockage. Ailments on the right side of our body suggest conflicts with yang, the masculine energy. For instance, while I may have issues with my mother, it does also mean I have problems related to the past, finances, women, or the left side of my body, all connected. These concepts may initially be challenging to grasp for newcomers. For those constantly facing financial difficulties, I recommend fostering good relationships with their wife or mother and refraining from cursing them. If you find yourself troubled by the past upon reflection, it often indicates an unresolved issue related to your mother that needs attention. Feeling anxious about the future may indicate issues with faith, masculine energy, or trust in what's to come. It can also reflect a struggle with acceptance and surrender. If there's anger towards the past, or if illness is present, it can hinder one's spiritual journey and connection with the divine. The persistent internal voices that question fate. Why did this happen? Why is he acting this way? Are signs of resistance to what life presents. Water is associated with feminine energy. It's believed that individuals who have unresolved issues with their mother may not consume enough water. What happens if you don't drink enough water? Insufficient water intake can lead to kidney problems and a disruption in life energy. Those experiencing kidney issues may also face financial difficulties. They seem to be in debt all the time and can't sort out monetary problems. A lack of water can cause systemic blockages, leading to severe headaches. To alleviate headaches, lose weight, or maintain bodily balance, it's recommended to drink water according to your body's needs. The average daily water intake is typically between 2 to 3 liters, though this amount can vary from person to person. If you cannot drink water, several consequences ensue. For instance, invention and creativity halt, information flow ceases, perception declines, concentration issues arise. Without water, the absorption and distribution of light and salt are interrupted. If the water system fails, joy and contentment also diminish. Subsequently, the heart is affected, leading to the onset of genuine cardiac diseases. If a person avoids drinking water, it indicates unresolved issues from the past, leading to a depletion of their life energy. It is believed that difficulties with feminine energy can manifest as problems on the left side of the body. For instance, one might experience recurring pain in the left leg, discomfort in the left eye, or issues with the left kidney. The one who has a problem with feminine energy is always complaining about the world. He cannot enjoy the world. Horizontal, negative, female, feminine, dark. Now, are these bad things? No, these are not bad things. For example, without darkness we cannot see the light. Without night we cannot sleep and rest. If we are horizontal and cannot calm down and rest, we cannot recover from tiredness and get the strength we need to work. So everything in the universe is created in perfect balance. Will my Lord, who created everything in the whole universe in such balance and order, neglect your needs? Will he not see you? Indeed, it is only human beings who must cease to be ungrateful, exercise patience, and persistently knock on the door of their Lord with respect and humility, embracing the modesty of servitude, and never abandoning that door. The needs of every being and entity in the universe, from the smallest ant to the expansive cosmos, are being fulfilled with each passing moment. Similarly, your wounds are healing continuously, if only you become aware of it, right? To embrace the world and its history, we must begin with our mother, serving her first. The earth is our foundation. Those who are perpetually restless, those who lack roots, often express boredom. They are in constant motion, exhibiting hyperactivity. They struggle with grounding, with connecting to the earth. They frequently dwell on past troubles, drifting away from the present into a sea of bygone memories. Consequently, this sea of memories can overwhelm us. Such individuals are often found lamenting the present and yearning for the past, reminiscing about holidays gone by. Should we not remember the good memories of the past? Of course we should, but let's not dwell too much in the negative. In order to meet Allah, we have to be free from the feminine side, the past side. We have to liberate ourselves. We should not be stuck in the past. We should live in the present. For instance, in today's society, the pursuit of aesthetic perfection is below 30. These individuals may struggle with body acceptance, leading to energy blockages and potential disruption of their organs' energy balance through surgery. Similarly, some people are trapped in their thoughts, constantly dwelling on the past. Consider the loss of a loved one, which brings separation and death. If we examine our hearts, do we find grievances? Have we begun to lament or rebel? Such rebellion might be directed against authority, masculinity, or even God. The mind becomes fixated on accepting reality as it is. Yet, what is the appropriate action? By acknowledging the good in every situation and expressing gratitude, we can release this blockage, this negative energy. Life's experiences are a part of us. While we might conceal our issues from others with different stories, we cannot deceive ourselves. Having bowel issues can signify difficulties in processing life's events. This inability to digest experiences may also manifest as a struggle with accepting one's destiny or faith. Such internal conflicts can lead to physical symptoms like constipation or diarrhea, indicating an imbalance or irregularity in the digestive system. For instance, if a woman experiences issues with a man, it may potentially affect her intestinal health. For instance, a person with an eye issue may be facing challenges with feminine aspects. If the problem is with the right eye, it is said to be connected to the future, while the left eye pertains to the past. Farsightedness is associated with masculine issues, and nearsightedness indicates difficulties with the feminine. These points are truly important. They may seem intriguing to those hearing them for the first time, but they are indeed correct and hold their own truths. It's important to make your own judgments. For instance, our bodies have paired organs which are often categorized as feminine or masculine. Typically, the paired organs that are brighter, more aesthetically pleasing, and smoother are considered feminine, while those that are more wrinkled and expansive are labeled masculine. For example, the heart is female, small intestine is male, spleen is female, stomach is male, lung is female, large intestine is male, kidney is female, bladder is male, black lung is female, gallbladder is male. Most of the people who have problems with masculine energy have problems with the male organs. For example, those who are very angry, they increase the toxicity in the black lung and disrupt the black lung enzymes. Negative emotions harden a person. They experience stiff neck, shoulders, and back. If they frequently massage the inside of the big toe of whichever side is affected, their neck and back begins to expand, relax, and loosen. Because the meridian line passes through here, reflexology massages are very relaxing. People with anger problems also have problems with their eyes. His eyes burn, he develops dry eyes. We say that his anger was coming out of his eyes. It is just like that. Earth, water, metal are female. Inside each of the paired organs there are male and female. If you have problems with the earth, time, space, it is because of the issues we need to understand, realize, and transform with the feminine. Every emotion, literally, every emotion has a male and a female, by the way. For instance, anger is personified as female. while rigidity is deemed male. Tension and control manifest in the stomach, associated with masculinity. Stress impacts us directly in the stomach, causing it to sour, burn, and initiate reflux. Concurrently, we struggle to sleep. This indicates an issue with the masculine aspect. Gossip affects the spleen, which is personified as female. Making peace with the past, the mother, the world, and the spirit paves the way to meet God, the future. One who is not at peace with their body cannot encounter their soul. Without accepting this life and loving those within it, how can one meet God? A man's attitude towards a woman is the same as his attitude towards material things, the world, and money. In the same way, a woman's behavior towards a man is directly proportional to her view of the soul and God. If a woman is constantly complaining about her husband, although she may have her valid reasons, but it is worth reconsidering this situation. You may have hidden reproaches against Allah that you do not understand in your destiny. For example, I know some people whose husbands died 30 years ago, but they are still complaining about them, even though they are 80 years old. For example, a woman continues to complain about her male children, even though her husband has passed away. So, they have problems with male energy. You can also say that in marital disputes, you try every remedy, you try your best to save the relationship, but if the other party is not fulfilling his/her marital obligations, if he/she is not making any effort, and there is no other solution left, separation can be considered as a second option without further upsetting the other party. This is because protecting mental and emotional health is also an obligatory duty. Divorce is a legitimate and permissible procedure that Allah has made lawful, even though He prefers not to. There are verses in the Quran on divorce and inheritance law. The marriage of Zayd, a freed slave established by the master's hand, ended in separation with the master's permission. In such a situation, there are many realities that both parties need to recognize and adjust to in fate and in their own identities. They take steps towards understanding these realities. So, it will be for the good of both parties. So there is good in everything that happens. And this is how it has happened. So the principle of there is good in what happens applies here as well. Consider the relationships between your spiritual beliefs and your relationships with your husband and father. If you hold grievances against your father, perceiving him as overbearing or absent, and struggle to forgive him, or if you feel neglected or betrayed by your husband, the ongoing complaints and persistent questioning of, "Why me?" may reflect an inability to accept them as they are. This difficulty might stem from a broader challenge in accepting our physical existence, our past, and life itself. Often, we fail to realize that the people in our lives mirror our own selves. When we question why we attract a certain type of partner, it is like we are gazing into a mirror. Is it possible that this reflects a lack of understanding our own soul and personality? Perhaps it is a consequence of seeking societal or parental approval. This explanation could shed light on why two dominant personalities clash when living together. Are we quick to label one as bad while positioning ourselves as good? By delving deep within ourselves and engaging in proper introspection, we may discover that our external encounters serve as a reflection of our inner state. Indeed, we establish our reality based on what we manifest, and others can serve as mirrors that reveal our very souls. Ladies and gentlemen, I will continue with this particular subject. I will continue to talk about various aspects surrounding energy and its impact on our overall health. I pray that you have a day full of love and well-being. Take care and have a great day ahead.